Okay, so here's a video where I made myself bigger because this is my account, profile, whatever you want to call it. And y'all need to see me. Okay? So, I just finished watching the premiere of The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol. And here are my thoughts. So, first of all, I'm annoyed because why is the Book of Carol part of the Daryl Dixon spinoff? If you are like me and you have watched every single season of The Walking Dead, you've watched all the spinoffs, and now we're on season 2 of Daryl Dixon, then you know, and I'm sure you agree with me, that the Book of Carol should be its own separate thing. I feel like it is extremely sexist for the Book of Carol to be underneath or part of the Daryl Dixon spinoff. Like, Carol deserves her own, even if it's just going to be a limited series and then they're going to be together. She deserves her own thing without Daryl's name above it. And let me tell you, so I know that there are some people who watched The Ones Who Live, which is the Michonne and Rick spinoff, without watching The Walking Dead. And this is what I'm going to say. Can you enjoy these spinoffs without watching The Walking Dead? Yeah, of course you can. Me personally, I do not recommend that because there is so much history in these characters. And if you don't know the history, the spin-offs do not have the same impact. Like, for example, in this premiere, there are several flashback moments that are shown from The Walking Dead, the series, and they're incredibly impactful moments. Like, there are moments that are so heavy and had so much weight to them. And if you see them for the first time in this spinoff, you're not going to get it. It's not going to mean as much to you. So I recommend, if you have not seen The Walking Dead, you need to watch every single season of The Walking Dead before you watch this. And I know you're like, girl, you want me to, I don't even know how many seasons there are. 6 seasons? 7 seasons of The Walking Dead? I don't even know. But you're like, girl, you want me to watch 6 seasons before I can watch this? Yes. Trust me, it's worth it. The Walking Dead, I was not originally a Walking Dead girly. Somebody that I used to know told me about The Walking Dead, and she was like, listen, this is the most realistic depiction of what would actually happen if there was a zombie apocalypse that I've ever seen. You need to watch this. And that's actually the same person who got me into Big Brother. And I'm one of those people, if somebody is around me and they keep talking about a show, I will watch the show just to shut them up. So that's how I got into Big Brother. That's how I got into Walking Dead. Somebody I used to work with would not shut up about Game of Thrones. That's how I got into Game of Thrones. And I have to say, shout out to both of those people because I love the shows. So shout out to them. Like, I appreciate them talking about these television shows ad nauseum to the point that I had to watch them myself because it was worth it. Shout out to them. But yeah. So that's what I will say is you need to watch The Walking Dead before you can watch these spinoffs. Also, this character, well, first of all, Carol, if I have not convinced you enough yet to watch The Walking Dead, the development of the character of Carol is some of the best character development in American television. Where she started to where she is now, some of the best character development you will ever see. And that's why I say it's worth watching The Walking Dead. So just so you can see the character of Carol develop and change and get to what you're going to watch in the Book of Carol. So I just can't. The Walking Dead, even though there are, I feel like every show that's great has a season where it's like the writing is a little bit off. It's not as good as you remember. It's not your fave. There is like one season of The Walking Dead where it was like, this writing is horrible. I'm not going to lie, there is. But they got it back on track because they got a lot of feedback from the public that it's like, this writing is shit. And so they changed it, and so it was better. But I would say The Walking Dead has some of my favorite television moments, cliffhangers, everything. And there are so many actors and actresses that you probably love that have been on the show. The Walking Dead is an incredible series, I have to say. And I am a horror girly. I am the one true horror girly. And so before I run out of time, I just also want to let you know, we are upon spooky season. It's 5:51 here. So it's September 30th. Tomorrow is October 1st. I officially start my spooky season October 1st. I don't know when y'all start your spooky season, but that's when I start mine. So as the one true horror girly, I will be, I'll probably be watching some horror movies I've never seen. I might rewatch some of my favorite horror movies and make videos about them for y'all. But I'm going to try to make as many videos as I can about horror related content throughout spooky season. I'm going to recommend some like horror limited series, just a whole bunch of horror that I love. I will be recommending to y'all. But yeah, if there's anything horror related that you want me to talk about, I will. If there are any classic movies that you want me to rewatch and give my opinion on or make a video about, let me know in the comments of this video and I will. I'm a horror girly. Love horror. I love in 2024 all of the black horror that we get. If you're wondering, yes, I did watch the first 2 episodes of Grotesquerie. And what was grotesque is something that is really bothering me about Ryan Murphy, that I don't know if I'm even going to be able to continue watching that, because Ryan Murphy really bothers me for several reasons. Obviously, there's everything he did wrong regarding the Dahmer series, the Menendez series. Like, Ryan Murphy really doesn't give a fuck about anybody. And so I don't know if I even want to make content about Grotesquerie because I don't want people to watch it. So, yeah. But I have a lot of thoughts and ideas about content that I want to make. I'm going to try to do, I think it's overly ambitious for me to say I'm going to do a horror video every single day of October. But I'm definitely going to do as much as I can and try to make horror content on the weekends. I'm definitely going to try to do that. So we'll see. We'll see what I can do for you, friends. But yes, back to this. Did I enjoy the premiere? Yes. But like I said, I wish that Carol had her own thing. And I got to give another shout out. Okay. Was having some technical difficulties there. Sorry. So this is Manish Dial. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Please forgive me, sir, if I didn't. He plays Ash in the Book of Carol. First of all, sir, you're hot, in case you didn't know. Second of all, I really enjoyed him. I like him a lot. I like the story about his son. I like that he's like trying to fly Carol to France. Like, I just really like him. And so I'm just hoping and praying he doesn't get killed. Like in episode 2. Because I really like him a lot. I'm not familiar with this actor. This is the first thing I've seen him in. But yeah, so I enjoyed the premiere. It's just really bothering me that Carol doesn't have her own limited series under her own name. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Highly recommend this show.